Welcome back. One final segment here, YCN Sports Talk. Jeremy Stout, Dave Collins. And as Dave mentioned before the break, we do have some new memorabilia. So
this won't offend you this week.
That's good.
Okay.
So it's something that we're looking forward to. New season coming underway.
Yeah.
What do we got for memorabilia this week?
Well, this is in memory of he's still with us, Paul Pierce, though, who announced that he's going to retire after this season. I got on the Celtics bandwagon in 2008. I really didn't have a basketball team.
Right.
But
76ers were no good to you.
No, and I like Dallas a little bit, but Paul Pierce, the big three, they really brought some energy back to basketball and back to New England, I think.
And to Kevin Garnett, who actually recently announced his retirement. So this is
another one from the clubhouse from my buddy CC and Jamon, and we have this. We are unveiling the banner.
Look at that! It's almost like in the garden. The banner in the garden.
The garden here in Claremont, YCN Studios.
Boston Celtics banner. So keep them coming. We got some more memorabilia, and we'll be adding more. I have a couple things that we'll be breaking out during playoff time once the Red Sox clinch that division, which hopefully happens tonight when they face. Some rookie. Brian Mitchell, I think, is pitching for the Yankees. Buchholz. Imagine if Clay Buchholz, getting off tangent here, clinches the division with his performance tonight. Who knows what can happen.
You wanted to run him out of town along with John Farrell back in May.
So
if you have memorabilia, sportstalk@ycnnow.com. We'll find a way to get it out here in the studio. We'll give you a shout out.
So local football, college football. Dartmouth goes on the road, beats Holy Cross 35-10. Another game where people thought, hey, this Holy Cross team at home, homecoming, they'll be a challenge. Dartmouth steamrolled them.
I don't know how you can stop Dartmouth right now. I mean, their defense has been very solid. They had a fumble return in the end zone for a touchdown. The offense is looking good. This is the first real test. We all know it's the Ivy League championship that everybody worries about with Dartmouth. And Penn coming to town. They've had a couple of brutal losses down in Philadelphia. This game, though, will be at Memorial Field in Hanover on Friday night. I give Dartmouth the nod in this.
Yeah, I think Dartmouth at Penn starting 0-2 on this year. They've lost a couple tough games, but I think they will get the win. Dartmouth will get the win on Friday night. The Ivy League soccer, or not Ivy League soccer, but Dartmouth going to play UVM, and the men's team coming away with a victory.
Men's team, they tied 1-1 up at UVM. Pretty big series for both the men and women. They're both on a road trip. They'll both be at Princeton this Saturday afternoon. The women will take on Princeton at 1 o'clock. The men will play in Princeton at 4 o'clock. First couple of Ivy League games under the belt for both those teams. And you look at the Ivy League standings, especially on the women's side, and there's a couple of teams that are above 500. It's really going to come down to the end of October and the beginning of November to see who's going to run away with the crown. But the men play at 4 o'clock at Princeton on Saturday. Women play at 1 o'clock down at Princeton. So go Dartmouth, go Big Green Soccer. Yeah,
it's an exciting time where the fall sports are kind of coming into play. Ivy League schedule starting. We're going to get to our NFL picks. So we'll start off. I'll give you the first pick since you are leading.
I think I lost only one last
game. You lost one and I lost
Jets.
Two.
Ugh.
Yes, there you go. Okay, we'll start with the Bills at Patriots, the big game we talked about. Patriots at home.
New England.
That's all you have to say.
That's all I got to say. New England big.
I think right now spread's 4.5 or something. I think Patriots do win. It might be a little close. The Bills always play them tough.
It's only 4.5 because New England can't figure out who's going to be under center yet.
Exactly. You know? Okay, so we're both taking Patriots. Seahawks at Jets. The big game. That's a close one. Seahawks coming across country after a tough week against San Francisco.
You know, the Jets are going to prolong my misery and win this game, and then in December it'll really be over. So I give the nod to the Jets at home after a brutal loss against Kansas City. I think they can handle Seattle coming all the way out to the East Coast.
It is going to be tough with Russell Wilson's status up in the air. Thomas Rawls still kind of questionable, but I'm going to go with the road team. I'm going to take Seahawks. Seattle looked really good against San Francisco. Sunday Night Football, Chiefs at Steelers.
I'm 50. I was 50-50 at the beginning of the show because of the Chiefs' sort of dominant performance against the Jets, but also at the same time they let New York have chances to get back in the game. Steelers with an awful loss at Philadelphia right now. They're looking for redemption. I am going to give the nod to Pittsburgh by a field goal.
Yeah, I agree with you there. I take Pittsburgh as well. Le'Veon Bell coming back this week. They'll be fired up after losing to Philadelphia. Steelers win that game. Monday Night Football, Giants at Vikings. We talked about this. Vikings at home.
I'm going to pick Minnesota. I think if the Giants lose this game, though, they're in trouble for a majority of the season. And just because Philadelphia right now has that bye week and they are undefeated so far. Remember, the Eagles, as we talked about last segment, they haven't played an NFC East opponent yet. But the Giants right now need this win, but I still think Minnesota's got something special going on out there with all these backups and reserves.
All right, I'm going to go against you on this one, surprising. I'm going to take the underdog Giants. It seems like the Giants are at their low point after losing at home. Giants are kind of at their high point coming off a big win at Carolina. I go with the Giants to win this one. And the final wrap-up is Panthers at Falcons.
Yeah, I think we talked about this yesterday, Jeremy, putting this game on our picks list because the Panthers are sort of disappearing after the great things they did last season. Falcons with a big win in New Orleans where neither team really played particularly well, especially on the defensive side of the ball. But I'm going to take the Falcons in this one simply because they're at home.
All right, I'm going to go opposite of you again, where the Panthers coming off a tough loss. Falcons still can't play defense. I take the Panthers on the road.
All right.
All right, that's going to do it for another week. Don't forget, premiere of this show every Wednesday at 7:30 p.m. and then the premiere of Game of the Week Mondays at 7:30 p.m. Thanks for watching YCN Sports Talk.